Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to Accountants Minute. Accountants, June is the time for business planning. Obviously the 30th of June is only a few weeks away. It's a great time to sit down and talk to your clients about formulating formal plans for 2016-17. Business plans are like maps for tourists. If you don't know where you're going, how are you going to know when you get there? And more importantly, how can you measure your progressive performance over the period? So it's an ideal opportunity to help every small medium enterprise, because they all need business plans, to plan their strategies for the next 12 months. Where do they want to be in 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? Have they got an exit strategy? Should you be encouraging them to have a conversation with you and with their team and their other advisors about their long-term exit strategy? So where do you start? I suggest you start with a think tank meeting. Invite the client and their key people, and in some cases it might be their entire staff, to sit down for a day and to review the business. And some of the areas that you might review would include, obviously, what are the business's resources? What new resources are needed to keep the business very much aware of what their customers require? What are the products and services that this business is producing? Are they all profitable? Should there be some changes made? What do the customers say about the various products and services? It's an ideal time to undertake some profit analysis. Where could improvements be made? Is each product contributing to the bottom line profitability? Do some areas need additional marketing? Is there some staff training needed in some other areas? Market research. What's happening in the market? What are the trends? We all know that business conditions are changing very quickly in 2016. What's happening in the market for your client? What's the client's experience? Do they really understand this industry, or they just decided to open a coffee shop or some other type of business? If they haven't really got experience, should they be hiring some people who can bring that experience to them? Employing a whole range of smarter people or more experienced people than themselves has been a successful formula adopted by many people who have created very successful businesses. What about the customers? Is there a mechanism to get feedback from customers as to what their thoughts about the products or services that the business is providing? And should, as part of the business planning process, some strategies be put in place to communicate more with customers? What about the business's location? Is it still suitable? It might have been suitable 10 years ago when the business started or it was acquired from someone, but is it still a suitable location today? Or have there been changes in traffic flow, in where customers are prepared to go? Should the business be looking over the next couple of years to select a new location for the business? Competitors. What are the business's competitors doing? There's no law about copying what a competitor's doing as long as you're not infringing copyright or patents. Competitors on a different wavelength to what your client's business is. Perhaps now is the time to make some changes. Does the business have systems to generate profits, utilising individual departments rather than putting all of the business trading activities into one profit and loss account? Dissecting the business into its various components can produce meaningful financial accounts that can be then analysed by the management team. Does the business need a work-in-progress job costing system so that the financial results of individual jobs can be determined, especially if everything currently is being put into one overall profit and loss account? That doesn't give management any meaningful information at all. Is the business able to determine meaningful key performance indicators on the various business operations? And is the business being compared via benchmarking, utilising benchmarking.com.au's data to explain to the business how it is performing as compared to its peers? Stock control is another very important area. Businesses can have thousands of dollars tied up in stock that perhaps by closer analysis that investment can be reduced. Does the business need to talk to suppliers and try to get better arrangements with them? What about team? Is there appropriate training for the team? Is there regular toolbox or team meetings being held to get feedback and also to communicate to the team what is happening within the business? What about the business's marketing strategy? Does this need improvement or changes? Does the business have a social media strategy? Sales, very important. Is there enough concentration being given to development of appropriate strategies to improve the performance of the salespeople? Are they communicating on a progressive basis with the marketing people? Are they talking to the product development team to make sure that what they know what is being produced when they're talking to customers? Does there need to be any changes in the organisational structure? If it's a company, is there an active board of directors that meets monthly? Or if it's not a company, is there a board of advice to assist the business owner in the day-to-day decision making? Does the management team need any refreshing over the next couple of years? Have management personnel taken advantage of the opportunity to improve their skills, such as undertaking the Australian Institute of Company Directors Diploma course? The government is funding grants to improve skills development of Australian businesses. Is this business taking advantage of that opportunity? And that leads me into government grants, a huge area. The federal, state and territory governments offer about $5 billion per annum in grants, special loans and incentive payments, most of which is targeted at small, medium enterprises. Are your clients aware of these grants? And are they applying for them to help them in their business? The business plan process should also review risks. What are the risks for this business? And we have a list of potential risks that's got over 50 items on it. But just two that I want to talk about today. Insurance. Is there a proper process to review the adequacy of the insurance covers within the business? How long since you reviewed with your clients their loss of profits insurance cover? Is it adequate? Does it meet the circumstances of the business today? It might have been okay 10 years ago, but things might have changed. And probably have changed. We've got all sorts of new red tape within councils and government departments. If the factory was burnt down, is the indemnity period within the loss of profits insurance policy adequate? And what about the personal property securities register? This is an area where your clients can be financially ruined if they are ignoring the opportunities to protect themselves by registering on the PPSR. Does the company have a board of directors, or is the business got a board of advice? And perhaps you can give them some advice in that area. And then we get to implementation. My recommendation is that the company should be reviewing the business plan every month to monitor the implementation. Out of the business plan, there should have been an action plan prepared, whereby individual tasks have been allocated to a range of people, not just one or two people, a range of people in the organisation to implement. And every 6 months, I'd suggest there should be a formal meeting with you present again, with the key management people to review what has happened. Because business plans are meant to be living documents to help the business on a day-to-day basis. So we're running a special webinar next Wednesday, the 15th of June, Chief Financial Officer role and preparation of business plans. It's on at 12 noon Australian Eastern Standard Time. To register, please go to our website www.essbiztools.com.au. If you would like to receive a copy of the paper that we've produced to assist in the business planning process, planning your business, please also visit our website to register to access that paper. If you've got any questions on any aspect of business plans, don't hesitate to contact me. Obviously, ESS BizTools has got a full product package to assist accountants to deliver services for business plans, and we'll be discussing them in more detail in the webinar on Wednesday the 15th of June. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.